Hello and welcome back to my Blender tutorial. In this episode we're going to be working on all the details and stuff, like horns, and just like all the flues, I think that's what they're called, and handrails, maybe we'll do handrails, I don't know. But just all the basic details. And like last time, this is probably mostly going to be time-lapse since it takes a while to figure everything out, so actually I'm just going to probably time-lapse the whole thing, so see you guys at the end of the video. Actually, no, I'll see you in the time-lapse. Actually, before I go into time-lapse, a few things I want to note about this. With this, I really wasn't organized, but I've learned a lot since last time, and so a few things I want to do is just hide, or not, well, I might as well hide all this for now, but what you can do is if you select whatever you want to like move to your own like group or something, so you can hide that whenever you want, or make it so you can only see that one thing. Just do M, new collection, just call it what you want. So I'm just going to call this camera / lighting. And then that's like, I mainly use that for, for all the diagrams, but it's helpful for really just anything. Like you can use it to two separate parts, like the bogies, so you can just, hide those or whatever, and it's pretty useful. So just gonna do that to diagrams, and it's easier so you don't have to like select each and every one and just move that. Diagrams, so we can just hide those for now, and now we just have our base model. And so what we're gonna do with this is import our new diagrams. So I'm just gonna call this, I don't even know what I'm gonna call this. So actually, if I have them in the folder right now, I'm just gonna import those like right now, but if not, I'm gonna have to stop the video and I'll just start at the time lapse. So yeah, no, I'm gonna have to import them. Well, see you guys at the start of time lapse. Alright, welcome to the time lapse, and it's been a while since I've actually uploaded a video. Sorry about that, it's just I've been really busy lately. School's just, been crazy, and I'm sure all you guys know how it is, so just going to jump into this build. And I know I said I was gonna I told someone that I was going to show how I made my horns, and I wasn't able to do that in this episode because I already had a horn mesh made for this locomotive. So in the next episode, though, we're gonna discuss UV mapping, which I'm actually not sure next episode, but sorry for now, there's no horn making, but there will be one soon, and I already have the clip recorded. I just have to make some more content for it. But right here, I can't even remember what I'm trying to do. Oh, I was just trying to clean up the edges, because this was before I knew how to UV map properly, and so I was just worried about it, but it's fine. So now here we have our little grab iron, and that reminds me, I think I've said this before, but it's always a good idea to make parts, like, to just have a folder full of parts like this, and that way if you ever need them, and just have them unwrapped, and you don't really need to bake them or texture them or anything, because they're probably just going to be all over the place on your map when I shouldn't say all over the place, but they're not going to be in the same place most of the time when you unwrap them. So I just have them as a separate I don't even know where I'm going anymore. But anyways, right here, what I was trying to do, I think if I remember correctly, it's been so long since I recorded this, it's just been crazy, but I think I'm trying to add, there's like a little, I don't know what you call it, something on the roof of some sort, and so I'm just trying to add that in right now. And you can see it took me a little bit of adjusting to figure it out, and I can't even remember, I might have just not done this. I think I did something else, but like I might have done a knife project. I'm pretty sure that's what I did in the end. we'll see here. Yeah, I did a knife project, which worked much better. Then I think there was also a mesh, but I need to figure out how to do that. So, I know how to do that, I just had to figure out how to do it efficiently. And I could do it with textures, which is what I'm actually going to do on my F40, or that's what I have done, but this is like, I can't even remember what's on this one, but right now I'm just trying to, it looks weird, so I'm just trying to make it look not weird. So, and like I said, I can't even remember if I kept this. I probably did, judging on, nope, did I? Looks like I might not have. I think I just left it for now. So, but you can see right now I'm just trying to unwrap it, and you know, some add-ons you're going to want for unwrapping something like this is the UV squares. That just takes anything that's, you just saw it happen. It just turns it into squares and removes distortion and stuff. And right there, for that, I'm just messing around with a lot of the tools, but I'm pretty sure that is just, I just did some more UV project or something, I'm not sure. But I was just messing around with marking seams, which is very helpful, but kind of messing up right there. But I think like for that, I just probably should have I did smart UV project, but for stuff like this, you always want to unwrap it before you start making a bunch of them, because then you'll just have to unwrap them. Well, in this case, it doesn't really matter, but for something like like bolts, those are, I can't even remember, but you just have to know when you want stuff to share the same spaces and like share the same area on the map. So like if you duplicate it, it's just gonna be the same place. So that's why I like unwrapping stuff before I actually start duplicating. So like right there, I just did that, use the array modifier, and those are already already unwrapped, which is nice. So that's why it's good doing that, and it just helps you out a lot because you don't have to do so much stuff when your time comes to unwrap everything. But that's why making parts like that's nice, because you can just save them for later and they're just going to be all unwrapped and ready for you to use. And it keeps everything consistent throughout your content. So, and sometimes you may have to modify them, but generally, especially stuff like grab irons, they're generally all the same most of the time. And right there's like a little, and when I say sorry, I'm just going back and forth, but when I say same, I mean there might be a few differences. Like on that one, I had to delete the bend in it, but it worked fine. I just had to modify it a little bit. And then right here, I think I'm trying to add bolts or something. I can't remember. Or no, I'm about to add the door handle. Yeah. And that's another thing with the edge split modifier. You can change the split angle. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but that's also nice, so you don't have to. It's just nice. But right here, making the door handle, like I said, pretty simple. Probably figured out on your own. And I think I can't remember what I said to do with it, but worked out in the end, so. And a few other things I just want to note. I've been learning a lot of stuff lately, and so a lot of this stuff is not the best way to do things. In fact, I have no clue really why I did this the way I did. I should have just, it was a weird thing to do because you had to angle it outwards, and so it, like I said, it worked out in the end. So but right there, I'm just trying to make the I think that's a sand fill. I actually don't know what it is, but it just goes on the front and the back. And the rear really messed me up because I think it's supposed to, either my wall is too thin or it's supposed to just go through the wall and there's like a little box that covers it or something. I don't know. It's really weird, but we got it, so it's fine. Then here I'm just trying to add the cap. So there we go. I had to make it a separate object because that split angle is different, but the little, I don't know. A lot of the stuff I do is, at least when I made this, I didn't really know what it was, so I just tried my best. But see, the problem here was I had to rotate it that way, and then I had to rotate it that way, and then I had to move it up, and then I had to rotate a little bit more that way, and it's just a big, huge mess. And then I had to it was pretty bad. Like, what I should have done is made the sand fill first, and, you know, if I made the part before I started messing around with stuff, I could have just made the cut to fit the part and make sure it wouldn't be weird like it is right now, so. But, you can see there, I'm trying to figure out what's, because, like, I think that also was weird. What was weird is the actual cut itself, because it was, like, on an angle, as you can see, so I really need to fix that. So that's why I just pulled it out so I could see, and then did that. Figured out what I need to move, and moved them. So. Yeah, and I'm just rendering there to see what's, you know, how it looks. Because a lot of stuff, or at least in my opinion, sometimes when I do stuff, it looks pretty bad in my opinion when I actually do it, but then once I render it, looks fine. But, or the other way around. And then right here, excuse me, right here, I'm just mirroring the sand fill, so I don't have to just copy and paste it, flip it, and go through a bunch of hassle. It's just unnecessary. And so I've been using the mirror modifier a lot lately, and it's just a big help. So then I decided I finally got what I wanted and mirrored my cap felt, whatever you want to call it. And then I can't remember what I did. Yeah, I think I started messing with it some more. It just took forever for me to get to how I wanted it. Probably could have cut a lot of this out, because it's just, and this just goes to show that you can spend a bunch of time working on a small thing. So I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I decided to just angle the door handle a little bit, because I felt like it was too uniform, I guess you could say. But then I think this is where I started to, yeah, I tried to cut out the inside of it here. But then I realized that wasn't really going to work, because if I cut out the thing, and it just, yeah, no. But, and then, so I remember I said I was going to use the new diagram, or not new diagrams, but the better diagrams. But it turns out that those just didn't work. I think it was like a lot bigger or something. But right here, once again, using the mirror modifier, I really kind of messed up on the doors, but it worked out. But I just made the gap too thin, and so I just merged them together. And I think I just left them. I can't really remember. I'm actually just gonna check right now, but it all worked out. So you can see I'm once again looking at reference photos, and the diagrams were kind of helpful, but you know, again, they were pretty pixelated and stuff, obviously, as you can see. But it, you know, it was fine. So alright, I'm pulling it up right now. And I fixed the doors. I can't really remember how I did them, but I think I just I just cut through them, or with a loop cut, I think, and then just deleted it, and then fixed them and stuff. But where are we now? Alright, so here we are. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the video, I was just looking at my locomotive. But yep, so I think we're doing the door handle for the door, which confused me for a little bit, because I was trying to figure, I can't remember what it was, but something confused me about the door. but I think we figure it out. Or no, it was something else that confused me, but I think that's what we're doing now that confused me, or no, I'm just redoing the door handle. Okay. Yeah, I remember thinking that it was just didn't look right, and then I looked at more reference photos and realized it was more of, what it is now, just like a, yeah, get the point. So then I used that for most of the doors, except for the ones to go into the cab. But then I just messed with those doors again a little bit, just to make them look a little better. And once again, I'm using the reference photos from Railroad Pictures Archives or something like that. Great source for finding specific locomotives. And that, if you didn't know, I'm modeling it's Beaufort Moorhead, something like that. The one at the North Carolina Transportation Museum, because that's the project that I've been working on, but not really. Because you're gonna see in I think it's the next episode. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but this is the part that confused me because it hit the door, but then I realized it didn't hit the door. So anyways, back on track. This is for the museum, like I said before, and I've kind of been taking a break from that, but at the same time I'm working on stuff for it, so I'm just in the middle of doing a lot of stuff, and then there's school, and so it's just, crazy stuff. So honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to finish the North Carolina Transportation Museum. I got someone who's going to work on it, I think, but I don't know. So actually, I'm going to talk to them right now, but like I said, I'm just trying to figure out this thing, and I realized it was too thick, and so I had to change a lot of stuff. And right there, that was really messing me up, because I just couldn't figure out how to get it to not look weird, because it looked really weird, and so it just took me a while to figure it out. I can't remember exactly what I did. I think I was able to. I can't remember. We'll find out in a minute here. Change the split angle, so the split angle's pretty high, and so I'm pretty sure it made the other side look pretty weird. So we'll see. I can't remember. Yeah, when we tried to do this, it looked really weird, but I got some help from someone, and they were able to help me fix it up. So see, as soon as I turned it down, it was weird. But turns out all I had to do was delete the end, and since there's like a little, I guess you'd call it, there's a thing that held it there, obviously, it was able to I just deleted the end face, and what you can do is just press, I think it's Y, and just remove the face on the end to remove that shading problem. But yeah, it took me a while. So again, I was really lazy with this, with how I edited this, because I've had this recording here for a while, and I just kind of want to get it out of the way, so I can get some of my newer stuff. And I don't know how I'm going to do the tutorial series now, because I'm doing a bunch of stuff that's kind of all over the place, so I'm thinking I might just, instead of having it be like I think it's chronological order, I guess you could say, instead of that, I'm just going to have random videos, like whenever I do something. So if I do UV mapping, just random day, so I don't have to wait to record and wait to make something. I just record it, and it's just posted that day or something like that. So right here with the flues, those get wait, we're not doing that yet, are we? I don't know. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Really should have cut that out, but I guess to keep you not bored, I'll talk about my group. So yeah, my content group, we have a lot of stuff in the works. Not really, kind of. I had like a bunch of projects that I planned to do. I know I said I was going to do like 5 million things, but it's just realistically it's not going to happen. But I think what I plan on doing, I've gotten an F40. It's like pretty close to done. Uh, well, it's there's a lot I have to do still, mechanical wise, but basically I'm done 3D modeling, and I have it for the most part textured. And I might put the picture of that at the end of the video, but or the next video after that, because I don't know, because you'll get to see that 40 in the next video. But I don't know. I might do. I don't know. I kind of want to move on to UV unwrapping, so I might finish this and do that. And if I don't know, you'll see it eventually. So, really took me forever to fix this. Jesus. What else can I talk about? My project. North Carolina. I don't know. We have a lot of. I just don't know what to say. But oh yeah, right here fixing doors. What I did is beveled. I just loop cut in between. No, because there's already a cut down the middle from the what do you call it? Because there's a line down the middle, but it merged because they were too close together. So what I was able to do is just bevel the actual line that went through the doors, and then I just deleted that and then filled in the faces in between to make there be a seam in the door. And that took a while because it's just repetitive, me doing stuff, but it's fine. So and then there you can see I got the handrail done, or I don't even know what you call it. I think I still had to fix some stuff. Yeah, I think I had to make it thinner and stuff. I may have already done that. I can't really remember what I did and stuff, but yeah, so yeah, it's hard to talk for this long, but there's a lot to show, and this is the one time I probably should delete this, but it's fine. Also, another thing, I've seen people who, when they're 3D modeling, they make their stuff like way too high poly, and I just thought I'd put this out there that there are a lot of tools that can keep it low poly, but still it can still look good. So you don't have to add a bunch of, and I've noticed a lot of beginners do this because they don't know what shade smooth is, and so instead of having to add like a bunch of segments onto your cylinder, you can just add a few and shade smooth like I did. But sometimes you might have to adjust that because, as you can see, I've had some issues with shading, but most of the time you can just fix it with some modifiers of some sort. So it's very nice, and you can see right here before I start duplicating it, I UV unwrapped it how I wanted it, and so then I just duplicated that all over the place. And I think that's one of the things that I'm not gonna have. I was gonna say I was gonna have this all share map. Then I realized that's something. Actually, I don't know. I have to look at some reference photos, but if they're all the same color, I'll make them all on one map. If they're not, then I'll obviously have to make them separate so you can paint them separately. But and that's just one of the things you have to think about when you're doing stuff. So yeah, right here I'm just using the array modifier. Like I said, it's helpful. So try to do as least try to avoid doing as sorry, I'm having a freaking brain fart. But work. I think it's saying work the hard, not the smart. No, work. Jesus. Work smart, not hard. There you go. Jeez, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, so right here, it took me a while to fix the doors, and I think I looked at some reference photos and realized I messed up or something. Or not, or I just fixed it and made it not. I don't know. I forgot how it worked. So, and actually, I can't remember if I hope I unwrapped those doors, the door handles, because if not, I'm gonna be mad. I did not unwrap the door handle, so that's gonna suck. So that's why you don't apply your array modifiers, because if you do, then you're just gonna have to unwrap 5 million things. But me, I was actually, I don't know, those are all going to be separate maps, so it shouldn't really matter, but you want to have it so you at least mark your seams and stuff, so you can just simply unwrap it. And then I also left the, yeah, that's going to suck. So that's a lesson. Make sure you at least prepare your stuff to be unwrapped before you get it all set up and everything. So, but yeah, let me see what we're doing now. Okay, I have no clue what I'm doing now, but I think I was trying to fix the doors on the back ones. I think I just forgot to do those, but it worked out in the end, I think. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Anyways, see, I'm looking around and just trying to see what I can fix and change and make better. And you can see that happened when, I'm pretty sure that happened. I'm not sure, but I think that happened when I was it's a real shame, but it happened when I was merging vertices, because that was real jank. And so you just gotta, that's another example. Be careful when you're merging stuff by distance, because this might happen. But it shouldn't be too big of a problem. It's just gonna be weird. So, and especially since it just, if you, as long as it's not noticeable from the outside, it'll just look a little bit weird on the map if you keep it uneven, but it should be fine the way it is now. So, I mean, I got it fixed, and it's not perfect. And that's another thing. I think there's a snap, if you use a specific snap setting for your snap tool and something like that. Sorry, I don't really know the terminology, but I think you're able to make it so it just lines up perfectly. But like I did that before, but I at the time I didn't know how to do that. So, and I actually still don't. I'm sure I could figure it out. I think, let me just double check right now. So if you go on top, you should see it's like a little magnet, and then you go down and make sure you click the magnet, and then you want to do, I think it's vertex, and then you should do close, no, I don't know, something like that. Active, maybe? No. There's some weird settings, but I'll explain that eventually. But anyways, back to what I'm doing right here. That I'm trying to cut out the actual, I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, just to, because I wanted to try and get the handrails in, but I didn't get that in the video, so might do that at the end of the video. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I hate doing handrails for some reason. They're just annoying, but I just wanted to see if it looked okay and not like terribly. I can't speak. I just wanted to make sure it didn't look terrible. So, and I also wanted to get the cut out inside. I wanted it to be cut out, so I didn't forget that. So that too, but it took me a while to figure out what it actually was on the what the actual frame looked like and stuff. So I got it in the end, though, as usual. But because like it looked really weird for the photo I had, the diagram wasn't helpful at all. So let me just take a look again. Yeah, it turns out there's like two pieces of metal in that, so I just left the, what was actually on the locomotive, that piece of metal. So looks a little bit weird for now, but it'll be fine. Alright, so welcome back. Sorry for the abrupt stop, because I had to cut out a video or piece of video that I forgot to cut out before, and so I narrated and it kind of just stopped. So anyways, we're back here in just looking at it in live mode, I guess you could say. I keep forgetting what to call it, but it's fine. We have, as you can see, I think all I did for that was just do inset faces and extrude up, because I don't think the boolean would work there, if I remember correctly, but I don't know. So I think the main body's done for the most part, except for maybe a few minor details, and the shoot, what's it called? Yeah, handrails, that too. So handrails and that's really it though. Handrails, and then I just have to do the underbody, which is always fun. Not really though. So yeah, that should be all, and if you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.